Hello, dear friends of Heights Church. We're so glad you're here today for this devotional, and I'm privileged to be sharing with you. I'm Pastor John, one of the pastors on staff, and just love this opportunity to share with you, especially this time of year. I've got a story that happened to me way back in 2005 that happened to me this very time of the year. So I want to share with you a personal testimony. Day one and day two already that you've seen deal with joy versus happiness and the coming of Jesus Christ, who gives us hope and strength. Mine today deals with choosing joy in the midst of difficulties. Joy is a choice, but God helps us. He really helps us through any difficulty. Back in 2005, I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and it required 5 chemos, 17 radiations, 6 months off work from the church I was serving at the time. I lost 60 pounds, and I had test after test after test in every machine they had at Kaiser. And one day, latter part of this experience, when I was looking so bad, I could finally make it out of the house to the sidewalk in my neighborhood, and I was dressed in an old fluffy house robe and fluffy slippers and ugly no hair, and I'm pushing as best I can this walker down the sidewalk. One of the first days I'd been able to really get out that far. The neighborhood kids, whom I knew pretty well, came home from school, and I was down near their house. And when they saw me, they got scared because they didn't know who that ugly man was pushing a walker. So they started running to their front door. Well, they knew me as Donald Duck. And I had said, or I had to give them this greetings.
Hello, how are you? I'm so happy to see you.
And they stopped in their tracks, turned around and came over, gave me a hug, because they hadn't seen me since the time I'd lost all my hair and that weight. And they realized, yeah, that is the ugly duckling himself. So we had fun greeting and sharing a little time together. God had to give me some grace and mercy during that time. He does for all of us, I know that. But during that time, I was angry at God. I was fussing at God. I was ready to raise my fist and give him what for, because I didn't think it was fair what I was going through. I'd served him all these years, since 17 years old, in the ministry. And I just thought God had kind of given me a punishment of some kind, and I didn't like it. My prayers weren't getting higher than the ceiling. I cried, I prayed, I was begging him for my own healing. And he told me one evening when I was so desperate and in such a difficult place, he said, "Shut up, John. Start praying for other people. There are lots of them out there, and you know you can pray for them." He said, "Then there are hundreds of others who are praying for you. Let them do their job. Now you start praying for others." And boy, did that change my whole attitude, my whole spirit. It helped me through that difficult time to get the focus off of me and what I was begging for and put it towards praying for others. And I still do that to this day. God taught me a lesson 15 years ago to pray for others whenever you get in a difficult spot. And it will restore you. It will help you. And that's definitely where I was. And it's a similar situation we're in today. That silent enemy that has attacked so many of us and affected our lives in so many crazy ways. Pray for somebody else who's got it worse than you do. And it'll make a difference in your life and the kind of joy and experience you're going through. So, through my first bitter prayers, God changed it to victory prayers. I was able to pray for others, and then I would get a card. So-and-so is doing better. Thank you for your prayers. And then when I learned to pray for others, it absolutely changed my attitude and spirit in a special way. There's a scripture that goes with that God gave me. And I think all of us need a special word. And I got a word. Thou shalt not die, you will live to declare the word of the Lord. And I had that hope, I had that assurance. I was going to make it through it and be able to continue ministry with strength and energy. And that's exactly what happened to me. And I'm so grateful for joy during the time of difficulties. I hope you'll find that joy this season and be able to trust God no matter what you're going through, and see that you'll live, you shall not die, and God will help you finish what He's put you here to do. God bless you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope this devotional means something special to you.